Welcome to Judging Yourself. Where's your home judging the way? And now, judging the way.
Welcome to the Justin and Wade Show. I'm Justin. That's Wade. In this season 2, we are doing 5 questions, aka next questions, or next question as Wade always calls it. I will ask Wade 5 questions, and he has a minute to answer each one. Which, if you've noticed, the timer doesn't even make sense anymore either. So we just randomly do whatever. So yeah, we ask 5 questions. You roughly have a minute to answer it. If I like what he says, I'll give him some extra time. And if I don't, we'll just cut him off and move on from there. Also, he does have the option to give me a lie. I'll just have to guess it, or we can not try to guess it.
I'm always surprised when I or you say that part at the beginning, like, oh yeah.
And then we completely forget about it for the whole episode.
All
right. Wait, are you ready for your first question?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have any collections, like collectibles, vinyl, or anything like that?
I have had a lot of stuff in the past. I've eliminated a lot of that stuff over the years. Comic books, comic book toy, just toys in general, like a huge toy collection, and not really sealed up or anything. Like I just had a giant toy chest because, like, I buy a toy and open it up. You know what I mean? I had a bunch of wrestling cards at one time and comic book cards.
Wrestling cards.
I got binders of like comic book cards and wrestling cards, which were like a big deal when we were in our middle school and stuff.
Okay.
I have I used to collect DVDs and CDs when those were a thing.
Yeah.
I spent years getting rid of DVDs. It's crazy how things change like they do, but that's it. I'm sure it's a minute.
That was actually perfectly right at a minute. Good job. Good job. All right. Next one. Android or Apple?
You know the answer to this. Apple. Number one reason.
Not everybody watching knows the answer. This is for the viewers, not for me.
Number one. Well, I'm gonna break it down. Number one reason. Apple devices can't get viruses. Macs, iPads,
correct.
iPhones can't get viruses. Can't get it. It's amazing. How's nobody else figured that out? I don't know.
But I think that's because they still only account for like 10 to 25% of the PC market. Where so like, what's the point in developing something for such a small amount of people?
All right. Oh, wow. Conspiracy theory.
I mean, if you're gonna get a virus, why won't you go after people that actually use the product? Okay. See, you on to the next question.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to do you like that. That was rude.
No. I understand your feelings are hurt because you use inferior products. So,
all right. Do you have any investments, or is there something you would like to invest in?
I don't. And yes, there are things. Over the years, at times, I've wanted to invest in.
Mm-hmm.
Things like I wanted to invest in wrestling recently when I found out it was publicly traded. WWE is publicly traded, and it's like not half, but near half, like the highest it's ever been. And at the time I heard this, I was like, with some things that were going on that people thought it was going to get worse, I was like, this is only going to get better. And then now it got even better than I thought it would. Because
the stock actually,
the problem, what was supposedly the problem got eliminated and replaced. And it feels like, and it changed the creative in general too, because of that, because of this real life stuff going on. And it's So I would imagine, I haven't looked recently, but I would imagine it's gonna just keep going up because wrestling never goes away.
So why don't you invest in it?
Just because I've never done it. I've never bought stocks. I've never done any of that. I have my own.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. We're on to question number 4. If you could offer me any advice, what would it be?
Invest in WWE.
All right. Question number 5. Do you have any sound advice out there? Something that you know positive will help me out?
Something somebody said to me a long time ago that I just currently, because me and a buddy have been joking about it, but I just currently realized that it was probably like one of the best piece of advices I've ever gotten that just upset me at the time because I didn't understand it. So this dude at work told me it's like having to redo something or whatever, just something dumb. And he knew I was going to get mad because I get mad about a lot of stuff, or I used to. And he said, "Get mad and get over it." And he was like, or he told somebody else to tell. He was like, "Tell Wade, get mad and get over it," because he knew I was just gonna like flip out about it. But in the end, it didn't matter. Like it had to be done.
Yeah.
So that was probably like 15 years ago, and you know what I mean. And just recently, I've realized, because of things in the last few years for me that I've tried to change.
Yeah.
In that respect, especially with like work and stuff you have to get done, or even things like messing up in your house that seem like it's not a tragedy. You know what I mean? It's like it's not
just get
that
it done,
big
get
of
over with it kind of deal. Yeah.
Freak out over. All that does is make everything worse, even especially for yourself. So
Pretty sound advice.
in general, Justin, get mad and get over it.
I appreciate that. I will actually write that one down. I like that one. Hold on. I'm gonna write that down in my little book here. Get mad, get over it. I'm not done yet. Hold on. All right. There we go. Put that somewhere.
You made like the really loud sound of crumpling paper.
What?
Like, what if after that you made the really loud sound of you crumpling up paper and throwing it away?
Put it in the trash real quick. That's great advice. Let me write that. All right. And final question. Who is
Is
the
this question
greatest?
5
Yes.
of the second episode? Oh yeah. Okay.
I hope so, because we don't have time for another episode.
Never mind. Sorry.
Who is the greatest athlete of all time? Roger and Serena just retired. LeBron's been around for a while.
I mean, if we're talking about like sports as a whole,
Generally,
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. Just because he played
Because
two
he
sports.
was at the top of both of his sports at the same time. Of two of the hardest. I mean, I'm not taking away from any sport, but you know what I mean? Especially football physically.
Yeah.
Like football physically is crazy. And like I was watching something recently, like Bo Jackson's arm, like he had a freaking cannon, man. Like that dude was amazing. Like, so yeah.
I like that. I'll give you that answer. Bo Jackson. What was the other guy that did that? Played for the Braves and somebody else. Deion Sanders, is that right? He played both.
Oh yeah, but he didn't excel in baseball.
He didn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Michael Jordan also played two sports. He played baseball.
Yeah. He did not excel in baseball.
All right. Well, that was a good one. All right, that's a good answer. I wasn't thinking Bo Jackson, but yes, he is a very amazing athlete. So I will accept that answer as correct. And this has been the Justin and Wade Show. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and check us out. Spotify, YouTube, Anchor, all the good stuff. Have a good one.
Later.